giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rikakudas, and double honor to the men of great millstone that is out on the highway and byway, pushing the truth day in and day out, rain, sleet, and snow. Also pushing the truth for the worldwide internet, reaching the hopeful elect to pull them out of a two-third state of mind so that we can be beamed up on the chariots of salvation to live in the kingdom with King David and the supreme King Yahweh Shai, which he has the command and authority and rulership of all heaven and earth. Those titles was given to Yahweh Shai by his father Yahweh. Also, I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe GMS has 100% truth of the Bible. To the argument, that listen and learn and continue the faith of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, keep praying and repenting, and keep the laws and commandments to the best of your ability. As it states in John 14:15, if ye love me, keep my commandment. Also, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandment, for this is the whole duty of man. Okay, we go into another lesson. Pretty much is by Willie D. It states a heavyweight boxer, Lorenzo Smith, shot dead by his friend, 61-year-old husband, at Houston restaurant. I'm going to let Willie D break it down. Then I'm going to give my, 2 cents right along with a couple of scripture, and there'll be it. So I'm going to go ahead and just play it.
Now, what's up, family? I damn near hate to bring you guys this story because I know there will be those in the comments just pouncing on the opportunity to rub it in about how this brother got killed trying to help out his sister. But I got to speak on this anyway, fam, for more than one reason. Number one, I just got to be straight up. This is a cautionary tale. And number two, this the homie. So I got to speak on this. Lorenzo Smith was murdered after he accompanied a young lady, a friend of his, to a restaurant to meet with her husband to finalize the details of their divorce. Early reports indicated that Lorenzo was the girl's boyfriend. That's not true. He was just her friend who was there on her behalf to mediate. Now, this young lady was 28 years old, reportedly 28 years old. The man was 61 years old. Don't know how much that really plays into the story because people who are the same age kill each other all the time, So, in any event, he goes to the restaurant with the girl, and he has a conversation with dude. And at some point during this 20-minute discussion, it go bad. Dude walks out and returns about 5 minutes later with 2 guns, and he busted. Now there's a video of it that they haven't released yet, but from what I heard, it's bad. It was really, really bad, how he went out. Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room. He went to help out a friend. From what I understand, what I'm understanding from another friend who was with him the day before. He, in fact, was with him when he met the girl. He had just met her. Like, he had only known the girl like a few weeks. I can't see myself getting involved like that, fam. I can't see myself putting myself in the line of fire like that. And even if I know a girl, I got to be very cautious on how I proceed with that because, there's some cats out there who they're unhinged. And if they, if they see you with this woman, they may immediately look at it like a threat, like, oh, he here to do something to me. Oh, what are you supposed to do? And now it's going to the next level. Now, if it's my family member, close friend, somebody I've really been knowing, I've been really rocking with, whatever, I'm not saying I'm finna go meet like that. I'm pretty much, I know how to bring back. I'm gonna bring back up on back up on back up. Like, I'm gonna make sure I got the ups if something go down. In this situation, a man was just a sitting duck, basically. Like, if you're gonna go that route, you gotta kind of think about, well, what's the worst thing that could happen? And the fact that dude went outside and came back in after a heated argument, him just leaving. Like, if I get into an argument with somebody, I'm not staying and chilling. I don't even feel right like being in that space. If I get into an argument, I don't like being in space. It's not just about trying to be proactive about making sure that somebody don't ambush me, but also I'm just not feeling it anymore. The vibe ain't there anymore. I don't want to be around. I don't want to be in the atmosphere anymore. So I just leave. Sometimes I see people that I don't like, that I got a problem with in the same space that I'm in, and they just, my energy just get off. I say sometimes, not all the time. But sometimes I see somebody I really don't rock with, and I'd be like, man, I'm not even feeling it at all. And I'll just leave. And I feel better after I leave, as opposed to just sitting there or standing there and, getting this negative energy bouncing off me. Like, I don't like that feeling. So I would have bounced. But going into a situation like this, if I was to go into a situation like that, I would definitely go in thinking, what's the worst thing that could happen? The worst thing that could happen is that I could get popped. And next to the worst thing that could happen is that I end up popping somebody, and I got to go through this court system that's designed to lock me up whether I'm guilty or innocent. I still got to fight. I'm still going to have to stroke some checks to some lawyers and stuff, and then the family might decide they want to come after me. So it's all kinds of things going on. Now, I heard that this dude who killed him was a popular lawyer. They're not releasing his name yet, so I don't know who this dude is. But they say he's a popular lawyer. And perhaps they're trying to protect that lawyer's identity for some reason. I don't know why, but we don't know the name of the lawyer just yet. And by the time by the time you guys see the video, maybe the name will be out there. And if it is, I'll update you. But this is sad, man. This dude had, he had a lot of potential. Like he was, he was out there. He was game. He wasn't a great fighter, but he was a fighter. He was part of the brotherhood. I was just with him. Like 2-3 weeks ago, we was all together just at the comedy show. And he was laughing up, just having a good time. Funny dude. Just funny dude, real funny dude. Just had a good time. And, to hear that happen to him, man, that's just, man, big shocker. But yeah, fam, and you know something? So the chick, called my buddy, crying, and, she told him that what happened. And this is my buddy that was with him the day before, they'd hang a lot. And he couldn't believe, he thought she was, pranking him or something. Now, these are my words, not his words, fam. She was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I don't think she's sorry. I think that what happened to Tough, that's his nickname, Tuffy. They also call him T. Diddy. I call him Tuffy. What happened to him happened the way she thought it might happen. Because she had him with her to serve as a buffer, just in case dude tried to put hands on her or do something else to her. And Tough got exactly what she anticipated him getting if things were to go awry. He caught that bullet for her. She survived. In fact, they say she ran. He tried to shoot her, but he missed. Then he jumped in the car, he burned off, and when the police closed in on him, he shot himself. As of this moment in time, he's fighting for his life. He's not expected to survive.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stop it right there. I know it went a little bit too long, but I wanted you to hear the whole, the whole thing. See, this is what you should not do. You should never get in between a man and a woman, because stuff like this can happen. And we have a lot of brothers that are in the grave behind dealing with a woman in situations like this here. Now, Marie Salakia, the fighter, the one that got killed, Marinzil, he came to the hotel, not hotel, Salakia. He came to the restaurant with the woman. The woman wanted him to go to the restaurant to meet her soon to be, I guess, divorced or husband. She trying to get some stuff situated or whatever, trying to get some things finalized. And this guy here, she basically used him, for protection, just in case anything went down. She could have went on and just not get him to go to a restaurant, because she probably knows it was gonna cause a scene. But she, just like Willie D said, she planned this to happen pretty much. You don't take another man with you to meet your ex at a restaurant in the public to handle some situation, because just like a lot of our women, they love to run their mouth, they love to act the fool and show off in public in front of people, so that old boy, her husband, soon to be ex-husband, or deceased husband, she know, that she can get him fired up, get him upset, get him acting fool in public, and just to clown him. And she know that she got this boxer, this fighter next to her. Now she can really get carried away, because she know that he probably can't whoop him. But if she wanted to take care of the situation, she should have went on and just handle her business at the courthouse, instead of setting this up at a restaurant, trying to make the man look small, make the man look bad, or to humiliate him in public. And you got a lot of women that are like this here, and you got a lot of simp men. I'm gonna say it just like what it is, because he wasn't thinking. Just like Willie D said, you should never, put yourself in a situation like that. I mean, think of what could happen. You are a buffer between a man and a woman, and you going to try to talk to this man about his woman. That will start a fire with any man. You don't come and tell me what I need to do or how I should act, or this how this is going to go between me and my woman. I don't care if we were on bad time about to divorce. You have no right to even come in, come in between us. So let me just go into a script, and I don't want to make this here too long, but this here, when I first saw this here, you got a lot of brothers that that think that you doing a honorable thing as a man to defend a woman in a situation like that. And that's not your woman. You ain't sleeping with that woman. You don't have no child by that woman. Y'all not dating. You don't have anything tied up with her, and she don't have anything tied up with you. If he was a smart man, he would have known. Hey, I'm not getting in between this because I don't know how your man gonna react to this. Hell, I'm putting myself on Front Street to get shot up, just like and just like he's dead right now because he was shot up. So let's go to as my job always say, everything is written in blood. Rule is our rules is written in blood. You know, when somebody get hurt or injured or death or whatever, they make another rule to to give you understanding of what not to do. You know, and this video here hopefully is edifying. Will show you what not to do. You don't entertain yourself or get in between a man and a woman affairs. You just don't do that. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 11:10. My son, meddle not, Salaki. My son, meddle not with many matter, for if thou meddle, Salakia, meddle much, thou should not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. So when he got in between them two, he wasn't innocent because that man probably felt the lawyer probably felt that his ex-old lady was probably saying all kinds of stuff about him, probably telling him all the secret stuff that, him and her talked about, all those pillow talks that they had, and she probably, talked about him in a humiliating way, and that lawyer probably, felt some kind of way. you know, like I said, I wasn't there. I didn't hear the conversation, but it got heated. So, that boxer probably, was very arrogant and macho, and, telling him, well, hey, man, you ain't going to do this here. This a good woman, and, she my friend. I ain't, then he probably explaining to her, I'm not, doing anything with her, but you dealing with a husband that's already mad at the wife, and he can't, he probably thinking that y'all got something going on. So, that's just adding fuel to the fire right there. And so, you know and the thing is, he couldn't even escape. Lorenzo should have went on the left. When he saw him leave, I would have left. Matter of fact, I wouldn't put myself in that situation. But he sat there just like a lot of guys. For instance, I knew a guy. He was a classmate of mine back in my home state, and these two guys were fighting over a girl, and his name was Raymond. And Raymond beat the boy up right there, in front of his lady, and in front of a group of guys who they were playing basketball, and humiliate him, beat him down. Old boy went and got a gun, and Raymond, he was still there playing ball, talking and laughing and high fiving, you know, how brothers are. They want to attract all the attention and say, give me all the smoke and stuff like that because they felt so victorious of defeating another brother, and now he's gone, and now everybody they're laughing and talking about it, and he acting like he Muhammad Ali with his arms, with his hands up. So old boy came back with that hammer and started bucking them, and the only thing he can do was just run. Instead of him fleeing, he couldn't escape. Just like in the verse, thou, let me see, attain neither shall thou escape by fleeing. So he couldn't just leave because he was so prideful, and he loved that attention. He stood there, and Lord behold, the good Lord put the spirit of vengeance. And then, boy, he came back and shot and killed him, and he died on his mother, I think his grandmother, steps. So, just like this guy here, get into a heated argument in a public restaurant. I'm sure a lot of people stopped eating it and started looking at them and started filming, because he did say that it's on video. And the woman, I guarantee she probably run off at the mouth. I guarantee you she'll run off at the mouth, talking big shit, because she knows she got that that simp, that simp of a muscle that could fight, and she basically had that plan to use him for protection, and that's what it was, and got him killed. And then when he shot and shot at the man, and then he tried to shoot at the woman and missed, which I'm gonna say this here: those bullets should have been directed toward her, because she was way out of line, and he was out of line too, both of them. And then he turned around and shoot and kill himself. So let's go to another verse. This is gonna be let's say it's gonna be a lot of verses from different books. Well, same thing pretty much. Proverbs 26 and 17. Just a verse from different Bible translation. We're gonna read it here, the NIV, New International Version. Like one who grabs a stray dog by the ears is someone who rushed into a quarrel not their own. So basically, Lorenzo volunteered to get in between a quarrel between a husband and wife. It says here, let me see. Let's see. Can I get a better one? Pretty much saying the same thing. New Living Translation. Interfering in someone else's argument. See, they've been arguing. Ain't no telling how long they've been arguing. And then she decided to bring another man up there, I guess, to finish the argument. And his dumb self go up there and try to be the mediator between the man and the woman, like he's the judge and and the jury and the bailiff and all this and that. No, she should have went on and handled that a lot better. She should have just went on and fought it in court. Hell, he a lawyer. Take it to court. So it says in New Living Translation again, interfering in someone else's argument is as foolish as yanking a dog's ear. Because you yanking on a dog's ear, or just, rough handle them, that dog gonna turn around and bite you. The dog gonna attack you. And quarrel, that's let's see what that get the true meaning of it.
Quarrel.
Says here, argument, row, fight, disagreement, and that what they had in that restaurant. They had a disagreement, a fallout, dispute. contention, squabbling, where really they didn't squabble, just verbal, you know, exchange. They had a lot of exchange of word, you know, and like I said, you have a lot of female. They love to mastermind and put stuff like this together, but you got a lot of dumb jakes that fall into the cracks and then get folded on. And now this brother here is out of here, all behind of a woman. It's a scripture in the Bible. Let me see, can I find it right quick? I think it's in Ecclesiasticus, I believe, where it says that men have died behind a woman. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see, can I find that? Ecclesiasticus. I want to say 34, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me find that. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find that. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just end it right there. Okay, let me go ahead and just pause this for 1 second. Shalak, yeah, I'm back. Yeah, this is the scripture I was looking for right here, about what Willa D was talking about. It says here, First Ezra 4:26. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake. Marenzio became a servant for this woman. He became her protection, the buffer, the middleman. She had the plan. She had dominion over him. Verse 27, many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. Now, I'm not saying that, well, I'm going to say this. If he fighting for and it's not his woman, he committed sin because that wasn't his woman. He was fighting a battle that didn't, he was fighting a battle that he had no business in. So, yeah, he committed sin. But he also perished behind a woman. He should have got up and left. When he left, he should have left right along. Because I'm just like Willa D on this here too. If I'm in a heated argument, I'm not going to sit there and continue eating my food. I'm going to get up and go because I don't know what's in this man's head. He might come back in, and sure enough, he did. Came back in with two guns and took him out of here. Now he in the spirit world, and this woman somewhere, I'm sure she's nervous and scared and stuff like that. But she's using that as her protection now, by her crying and acting sad and stuff like that. But knowing deep inside, they know when you bring another man to confront another man, shit can happen. These women ain't stupid. They just don't think, and they don't take accountability for their actions. They feel that, okay, well, these two guys, they doing it, but you the mastermind of it. You brought a guy that wasn't thinking at all. I don't know, maybe got hit upside the head too many times or whatever, or he might have been infatuated with her or whatever. He probably liked her, and probably, thinking in his mind later on, down the line or whatever, saying, she gonna be single again. Then I see, can I deal with her? That's off. That woman still belonged to him. So she brought death. She brought death to that man, and the lawyer, he was just in love. He went on and shot and killed himself. Well, he's not dead yet, but he shot himself. All behind a woman. All behind a woman. Guess what she gonna do? Go get into another situation with another man. And they both, well, one of them gone, but the other guy, the lawyer, they said, well, from what Willie D said, that he's fighting for his life and he's not expected to live. So, and guess what? Nothing is not going to happen to her. She's going to be looked at as an innocent woman. Ain't no, she don't get fined. She ain't get sued. None of that. She's protected. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. Yeah, that's the boxer right there. Well, I hope this it was edifying, and to you brothers, man, think, man, don't get yourself involved between. If you run across a woman and she look nice and you talk to her, please ask her, do she have a man? Number one. And if she come out and say, yeah, I have a man, but it's difficult, or we have an issue, man, run from that. Don't you get yourself involved with that. You leave that alone, because that man, he can very easily take you out and her out if he catch y'all two talking together. So get away from that. Don't get yourself involved with that. Well, I'm gonna end it right there. Shalom.